All right, what's up, Suede fam? I want to do a video for the new members, and we've had such an influx of new people aware of what we're doing, and as we know, when people become aware of what we're doing, product market fit, and the path to monetization, and just the financial feasibility and importance of what we're doing, they buy and they hold, and because that's a logical thing to do. But I wanted to touch on the ethos and kind of the values behind the what we're doing, because we've talked at length about all of those other factors, but I think it's really important that, coming off the back of a lot of things that have happened to communities uh, due to greed or due to, well, I can't speak on behalf of the founders, but I can say from the outside looking in, it looks like unbridled greed and borderline sociopathy. So, it's incumbent upon us to do above and beyond what would typically be reasonable, because trust has been brought into question. And there's steps that can always be taken to ensure that trust is conveyed. And one of the ways, and the way in which is a fundamental tenet of Bitcoin and crypto, is by minimizing or completely eliminating the need for trust. And it sounds like a paradox, but it's very much a logical way of viewing it, because by, in some instances, maybe a team burning their entire supply, then it's no longer a matter of, trust me, we're going to do right, we're going to do good. It's beyond question, it's irrefutable, because that chance for anything to go in a direction that's unscrupulous or in any way misleading has been eliminated from the realm of possibility. So in doing that, you've essentially allowed people to trust you, by eliminating their need to trust you. And so that's what Bitcoin's built upon. We all have the same ledger as everybody else. We're all verifying it. There's no Bank Secrecy Act. There's no, well, we're going to let these, you know, enlightened individuals make sure that everybody's being honest. No, it's everybody has access to everything. Full transparency. And this way, no one has to trust anybody else. And in doing so, they can trust that everybody is engaged in this voluntary action can be trusted, because they are incapable of doing anything that would be uh, in any way undermining that trust. So there's always paths, and one way is taking bold action, like burning supply, and fully doxing yourself, and putting your entire life story out there, um, as a way to ensure that nobody can take 53% of the supply and sell it someday on an arbitrary whim. Nobody can take off to the Caymans and claim that they weren't this person. So by putting these things in place, it's really fundamental to what we're building, because if artists and users of the platform can't trust that we're incentivization tokens, that we're compensating them with, are beyond manipulation, then that's going to always hold us back. And we want to build something incredible, not something that just enriches the founders, not something that's predatory, tokenomics, like a low circulating supply that inevitably, after a vesting cliff, gets just dispersed all over the market, um, and really affecting people that put their faith and trust into you. So there's always steps you can take, and they're not always the best, the most soft or appealing decisions. Burning, we're at, I think it's $800,000 we burnt, as a measure to show the community our commitment to this and what we're really all about and what we're here for. That's not an easy decision, but it's the right decision. And invariably, with any token cliffs I've seen, it hasn't gone back to making the project better. It's gone to enriching the founders. So, um, new members welcome. I certainly don't mean this to be a anything negative in any way, or disregarding what other people have done in the space, because it's incredible. Um, but people talk about the path to decentralization and steps we're going to take. There's a path right here, right now, but it just doesn't involve enriching certain people. And so, you want to decentralize? I can guarantee if you look at the circumstances that certain projects are claiming they want to be fully distributed and bring up the token percentages, and there's a way they could do that right now, but it would cost them, in our case, 800,000 and rising. And a lot of people aren't willing to make that decision. We've made that decision for our community, and every step of the way, we will be fully transparent, because what it would not behoove us any other way. The only way that any of us, on a team level, are going to do well is by this project becoming the next placard of every aspect of crypto and AI agency in the music space. Because anything less is not going to move the needle for any one of us. Our supply's been burnt. We need to deliver on such a profound level, that anything short is going to be a net loss. And I can tell you, I have not made a dime off this. I don't intend to. That was not my mission. I was retired. I was, financially and independently taken care of through a very fortunate circumstances in business. My career did very well, and largely due to just being an honest and trustworthy person. And so, you know, my mission is to grow this into something that really retains and restores integrity to the crypto space that I fell in love with 10 years ago. Um, so that's what we intend to do. That's what we are doing. And you don't have to take our word for it. You can look at the ledger, and you can look at the price action, which is just emblematic of the revolutionary things that we're doing, because you don't see that sort of excitement and enthusiasm and just zero sum of non-zero amount, just barely, of sellers, because as people become aware, they understand and they buy and they hold forever. And that's a logical path, if you have the money to invest. And none of this is financial advice, of course. You can just watch and see what we do and make your decision from there. But you know that our ability to really do anything misleading, there's no benefit to us to do that. So, the only way that we ever move the mark for ourselves and our personal lives, on a team level, is by building the next paradigm in every aspect,